severe depression. 3 months, never, was barely getting out of bed. My husband would come home, are you going to move from that spot? I wasn't taking a shower. I mean, I was severely depressed. I didn't answer phone calls, which I'm a talker. And one day I woke up and I said, what are you doing, Holly? This isn't you. And God spoke to me. I went and found my Bible. Literally had to go find it. I blew the dust off of it. And I just randomly opened the Bible. And this is God telling me he's with me. All the times I thought he wasn't with me, he had been with me. But I was just so consumed with why me, instead of listening to God's word and being obedient to him. And what I opened up to, it was Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them. For the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will never fail you, nor abandon you or forsake you. Amen. I jumped out of bed and I said, this is over with. I said, God, you do not have control over me, the devil. You're not going to discourage me and stuff like that. I'm going to get up and fight. And I got up and showered and did myself up, and they all looked at me, oh, Mom, my husband, you look nice. And I was like, and I promised from that day forward, I'm going to move on and I'm going to be positive. 3 months later, I found I was diagnosed with cancer. And my grandmother died from ovarian cancer. My grandmother died within 1 year from ovarian cancer. I saw her give up on her life when she kind of went through a short remission. She got out. She just gave up. So I said, Nana, I promise you I will never give up. I'm going to fight and fight and fight.
What's that?
Last July, I did a round of treatment. In July, I saw this doctor who was treating me. I'm not going to leave names out. He told me he didn't think I'd make it a year. And I was like, could you repeat that to me? Because I don't think I heard you correctly.
Right.
And he said, with your autoimmune disease, how aggressive they are, and I mean, I have major, like, asthma and lupus affecting internal, I mean, I just have so much. And I was like, hold up. I said, I'm a bold person, I'm from New York. First of all, your bedside manners suck. And second of all, you don't have the final say.
That's right. That's right.
You're fired, you're done, whatever. And I was like, you should be ashamed of yourself. How can you tell a person there's no options? I said, there has to be an option for me. I don't believe that. God hasn't placed to do this. And kind of back up, I had a girlfriend for a year, kept asking me, go to church. But I told Jack I got out of being away from God and withdrew from him. Not that I didn't believe in him. And I finally went to church, actually right before I found out I had the cancer. And when I went in, I felt so welcome and loved. I was like, I'm never going to miss a day. As long as God allows me to touch the ground and get up, I'm going to go. And that day for church, the water company lost electricity, and we just had water trickling out. My husband's like, how are you going to go to church? You've got to take a shower and wash your hair. And see, I do all of. And I said, I don't care. That's the devil challenging me. That's the devil trying to keep me from going to church. Because when I told my friend, I said, I'm going to church with you this Sunday. She goes, oh, if you told me you're going, you're going. Because you don't ever back out of your word. Because before I would just say, oh, maybe.
Right.
So anyways, I showed up in church and just, Holy Spirit, I mean, it just filled me. I just knew this was the place and what I needed to do. Then I found out I had cancer, and you kind of know the story. Like I said, July, they told me I wouldn't make it another year. So I found a new doctor, and it's in the, I got approved actually for the Stevens Cancer Center. My insurance approved me through it. It's a little bit waiting list and stuff. And Lisa Lindrum is Dr. Lisa Lindrum, and she's like, we're going to get over this. But I found a new doctor, and he said, you are a challenge. He said, because your immune system is so suppressed because of your autoimmune disease and because treatments that you've had to. He's like, we're just going to start doing blood transfusion, irons infusions, and we're going to build you up. And so every week that we were doing that, he was testing my levels, and then he said, we're ready next week. We're going to do surgery. I was like, oh, hold up, next week? Well. So it was successful. My husband, people from my church were there. I mean, it was just an incredible feeling. They removed the tumors, so the tumors are gone. I still do have the cancer cells. My body has a hard time fighting everything off again because I'm on biologics and chemo. Everything suppresses your immune system. So, long story short is that I get up every day and I put a smile on my face, and other people who have gone through it, pain. I'm not the only one, and my problem is no bigger than anybody else's problem. And I get up, and yes, don't get me wrong, my family can tell you they have days and I'm like, ooh, stay away from her. I have those days I'm kind of grumpy and stuff, but I get up and I make the most of it, and I have such a wonderful support system with friends and family. And I was crying because I saw what my daughter wrote, which I had no idea. My oldest is 31. I had no idea when she wrote that, and I was like, it just touched me that she did that, because my family, my three girls, they've kind of withdrawn a lot because they're used to her mother being strong. And I mean, Shawnee knows I was mowing my lawn. She came home early one day. She goes, "Girl, you mow your lawn?" And she goes, "I thought you hired somebody."
And I'm like, yes.
And I'm like, no. Right.
It wasn't because my husband wanted to do it. He said, "I'll do it on the weekend." I was just like, he works too. It's good exercise. Get out there and always feel like an accomplishment. I'm very challenging. Like, I always challenge myself to do better.
Right.
I've been in sales all my life, and every year it's like, okay, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better. So it's taken my independence away a little bit because I can't work right now. The doctors took me out of work, and I've always worked, you know. And so I'm blessed that I have a great husband, and you know, losing your income is a big thing. He works overtime. He does. I'm just amazed, and I have such big girlfriends. All my family and his family is back to the East Coast, New York and Boston. We're military. That's how we got here. So people pulling together, and they're like, "You're always smiling." I said, "What do I not have to smile about? This is just a temporary storm."
That's it.
And for whatever reason, God, you know, is getting me through it. I don't question Him. Whatever reason that I'm going through this, He knows the outcome. He has a special plan for me. And I've accepted that. And I promise I'm not going to ever get myself discouraged and give up like my grandmother. Because literally, like I said, she passed within a year. We found out Thanksgiving Day when we very first got stationed here in Oklahoma. And so to see her go, you know, what she went through, I just want to encourage people, if you have somebody in your family, the cancer doesn't just affect you. It affects other people.
Right.
But really, to me, what is most important is what cancer cannot do. Cancer is limited. It cannot cripple love. It cannot shelter hope. It cannot dissolve faith.
Say it.
It cannot destroy peace. It cannot kill true friendships. It cannot suppress memories. It cannot silence courage. It cannot invade the soul. It cannot steal eternal life. It cannot conquer the spirit. I have to have faith in our God. You know, He's there. I don't question what He does anymore. I just go with the flow. I said, God will never give you more than you can handle.
That's it.
So I said, obviously He thinks I'm a bad, you know what? And I was like, I'm like, you know what? He has that much faith in me. Why don't I have faith?
There you go.
Over a year ago, I was baptized. I gave my life to Christ.
Praise Him.
I was baptized when I was a baby. But I was like, no, I need to do this. I'm an adult, and I just want to do this. And I was baptized, and my husband went with me, and my daughter's stepped to encourage to be there for me. He ended up being baptized. And two of my daughter's friends got baptized.
Amen.
My 8-year-old granddaughter that I take to church with me every single Sunday, we were driving to church, and she asked me, she said, "Nana, were you baptized?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "I want to be baptized." You know, 8-year-olds, I think, oh, the water over the head is fun. And I said, "Well, Brianna, why do you want to be baptized?" She's like, "Because I see how much you love God and how happy He makes
That's
you."
awesome.
And I was like, "Yeah, He does." And she goes, "And everybody loves you at church, and you talk." And she's like, "I just want God to know I love Him." So I was explaining, of course, not as in detail how the week going, because this is the 8-year-old. I said, "Well, when you baptize," I said, you're confessing all your sins. I said, so you know when you tell those little fibs, you're telling God you're going to work better and not tell those fibs. And she goes, "I want to be baptized." And I was like, okay. So I kind of just left it alone. I wanted her to come back on her own. And she sure enough does. She said, "Nana, when am I going to get baptized?" And I said, "When do you want to do it?" And she goes, "As soon as I can." So because I really want God to know that I love Him so much. And she goes, "You're just so happy all the time." And so she got baptized, and she didn't want her mom. She didn't want anybody else. She wanted me to be with her, you know, and go through it and stuff like that. So I just realized, I was like, not even knowing, by bringing her to church every Sunday, I was having impact in her life.
Right.
And so my grandson also goes, he's 4, and they love church. We're going to church, we're going to church, we're going to church. And if there's a day I'm not feeling we don't go, it's like they're bummed for the day. So I never thought of myself as an inspiration. I mean, I just get up every day, and it hurts. I'm in pain and stuff, but I was like, you know what? Mind over matter. Pray to God and get you through this day.
Amen.
And once I get up and I push through, I'm great. And people are like, how do you have this energy and stuff like that? It's God's giving it to me. It's not me on my own. It's because I turn my life over to God.
That's it.
And I'm choosing to be obedient to Him. Am I perfect? Oh, heck no. You can talk to my husband. He's like, oh, no. But I try to be the best me. when I go to bed at night, I say, God, help me with this, this, and this. Help me tame my tongue. There's lots of areas I have to work on, but I mean, I'm human, and God knows that. He knows it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay there. So we have to work ahead.
That's
but
awesome.
Like I said, I just daily, have my faith in God and know He's going to get me through this.